ASL just makes sense. In ASL, the past is signed behind you and the future is in front of you. The present is right where you stand. The verb to see shows your eyes. This is your left eye and this is your right eye. So it makes sense that looking into the future is signed this, and looking back into the past is this. That's what I love about ASL. It's logical, it's visual, and it's connected to how we naturally move and think. So here's why I think ASL is the best language you can learn today. Number one, ASL is immediately useful. If you learn ASL, you will use it. Your time and effort will not go to waste. You will use it. If you're a therapist, you'll use ASL. A firefighter, you'll use it. A flight stewardess, you'll use it. A nurse, yep. A child caregiver, you'll definitely use it. A police officer, for sure. An outdoor laborer, yes. A software developer, definitely. Plus, there are so many areas of this country that are just desperate for interpreters. Medical interpreters, legal interpreters, psychology interpreters, educational interpreters, even travel interpreters. The options are endless. There is such a need for signers in all fields, in all professions, and in all schools. They need signers like you. A funny example of this is if a deaf group get together and they're trying to decide where to go to eat that night, which restaurant, it's not uncommon that if they know there's someone who works as a server who knows sign, they'll go to that business. It doesn't matter which restaurant and it doesn't matter what kind of food. They'll go there because there's sign language access. Another example that I always joke about is that if you're hoping to have a baby one day, you're never just going to pop out a baby who only speaks Chinese, unless you're Chinese or you adopt, of course. But that aside, you could have a baby who is deaf. After all, 90% of deaf children are born to hearing parents.
So I believe the statistic is 85% of deaf children are raised by hearing parents, and the hearing parents don't know sign language at all. But I couldn't even imagine, how would you have a relationship or a bond with your own parents? You know, if your parents wanted to teach you something or have a connection with you, of course, communication is so important in a child. And, you know, a lot of deaf people hate the holidays because it's like a nightmare. Because imagine you go home with your family and everybody's socializing and talking and you have no idea what's going on. You're isolated. Today, I think because of social media, it's really helped big time with that. And so I'm seeing more and more hearing parents, they have a baby who happens to be deaf, and then they're learning some sign language online, and it's become more and more popular on social media. So I think that's really nice. And so hopefully that this continues and maybe that statistic will improve. You know, I really hope so anyway.
So if you've been really thinking about learning ASL, take this video as your sign, wink, wink, to start learning. I've dropped a link below for an online ASL class. Maybe you're thinking, but I've never met a deaf person before. I've never even seen a deaf person before. Will I really use ASL? Now, just you wait. When you know ASL, you will see deaf everywhere you go. And you will start to notice people's hands and the way their hands move. And you'll know immediately that that person signs. Number two, your brain will love ASL. If your brain learns best through visuals, movement, i.e. visual or kinesthetic, your brain will have a field day and absolutely love learning ASL. Sign language improves your brain function and it helps your right brain, left brain coordination. And if you're an artist or an actor, you will especially appreciate ASL because it's a visual language that's going to help you perceive the world differently. And if you're an actor, specifically, your ability to express yourself through movement will significantly improve as you learn ASL. I remember one hearing poet, he said that deaf poets are so lucky because they're not limited to the page like he is. He's stuck trying to find creative ways to break free from the paper, but deaf can create this beautiful gestural poetry in the visual realm around them. As an example, my husband's brain is very visual and he learns well through sight. So he's picked up ASL very quickly. Number 3, ASL just makes sense. Remember my earlier example of the verb to see with this hand shape? It represents the eyes, remember? Well, this is how you sign I look at you look at me, they look at each other, we look at each other, they're staring at me, or to read something, to tour someplace, to analyze something, or to analyze yourself. To doubt uses the same hand shape. To predict the future, to review the past. My cousin signed this last one for Memorial Day. First, sign this, think military with an M, then this to show memorial, and then this is day, showing the sun making its way across the sky. So it's Memorial Day. Neat, huh? The point, most signs make sense. Most signs are obvious, and their concepts match their signs. It's like comparing Spanish and English. English has language rules, sure, but it doesn't follow them. Like I before E, except after C, and. Spanish has rules, but it actually follows them. It's a language that makes sense. That's the reason why so many people love ASL. It just makes sense. Sorry to interrupt, but if you're feeling like the time has come and you're ready to learn ASL, there's a link to an ASL class in the description box below. Number 4, you can use ASL anywhere. Suppose you need to communicate with someone on the other side of an arena. You can with sign. Suppose you're scuba diving and you need to communicate underwater. You can with sign. If you're in a super noisy environment, you can communicate with sign. Or if you're in a quiet environment like church, you can just sign. See? Obviously, ASL is the best language you can learn. It's visual, it makes sense. You can use it immediately, starting today. But if you're still feeling a little unsure, you're still on the fence and don't know where to start, check out this video. See how I signed that? Where I share how I would learn ASL differently if I had to start learning it all over again.